If you're taking public transportation in Klamath County, you may need to start looking for another ride, as services are being dramatically reduced today. Due to funding and staffing issues, Basin Transit services will no longer have service on the weekends. Weekday hours will also be cut to 8 a.m. through 5 p.m. Many people in the community say this makes it harder to get to school or most jobs. BTS acknowledges this fear, but says without a service reduction, there could be a collapse and full shutdown of services in the future.
Has an impact on the welfare of our community as a whole, regardless of you use public transportation or not, because the potential absence of that individual to the workplace or to school is going to have a ripple effect.
This reduction comes as last resort after attempts to increase funding after the shortfall was discovered 5 years ago. One of the main initiatives they had was a property tax levy, the first local tax increase for Basin Transit services in the past 3 decades. This levy measure, 18130, got shot down by nearly 70% of the voters, and with the transit service being a public entity, they had to stick with what the voters decided.
Perhaps people were opposed to additional property taxes because the economic environment at that point in time was quite uncertain.
Leaves BTS to reduce services to avoid a full shutdown. They say this new schedule they have is sustainable for the next 5 years, but if no more funding comes in, they will have to rethink what the next steps for transit services in the Klamath Basin will look like.